Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and I want to talk about a huge win for JD in this entire case, but I need to explain it a little bit before I go into it. Now, there are some risk assessment tools that are used within the criminal justice system, and one of them is called Be Safer. Now, this is kind of the beginning of there's another one that is called SARA, Sarah, and it is a little bit more in depth, but Be Safer is brief spousal assessment form for the evaluation of risk. It is based off of Sarah, which is a set of comprehensive, structured, professional judgment guidelines for asserting management risk for intimate partner violence. Now, both of these tools are used in the criminal justice system to see if someone is reliable on their word, if they are telling the truth. And of course, it is not definitive, but it is something that has been known to help in situations where there are a lot of unknowns without maybe evidence, or in this situation, evidence to the contrary. So in this situation, brief is or Be Safer. It's the brief version. It's a little bit less in-depth version. And that's what we're going to look at. It is used quite a bit. It's used by police and other criminal justice people to kind of see the agency of both parties involved. And now we have one on this situation, and it is huge. It is absolutely huge. It is a win. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go through these factors, right? And a lot of these factors are really positive. There actually isn't anything bad in here, but towards the end, you'll see the actual massive win within all of this. So we have the objective verification. Now, the assessment rule that there are no police reports, annotations by health professionals are not consistent with IPV situations. The evidence does not support the seriousness of the violence that was disclosed by Ms. Heard. Some of the evidence is actually incompatible with her statements, giving her a score or a conclusion of low credibility. Now, factor 2, going to look at pattern of abusive complaints. So, AH was not isolated at any time during her relationship with JD. She disclosed to multiple persons that JD had been abusive to her. However, the inactions of all said person, some of them believed to be very close to her, we're talking about Whitney and people like Io Tillett, raised the suspicion that she was not believed. Again, low credibility. Now, the factor 3 we're looking at here, we're going to move this down a little bit, is corroboration by credible others. There are no credible others that corroborate Ms. Heard's statement. None. How's that feel, Whitney? Just curious. Anyways, there are also factual inconsistencies in the details of the accounts found between the statements of AH and non-credible sources who actually testified on her behalf. So we know specifically who they're talking about. Again, in factor of low credibility. Let's go to factor 4. Absence of disconfirming verbal reports by credible third parties. 8 credible witnesses disconfirmed AH report of injuries. We're going to say low credibility. Factor 5. Let's move down a little bit more. Factor 5, psychological profile and past history of abusive behavior by the alleged perpetrator. So JD, right? No history of abuse. No, and his psychological profile does not match either type of IPV perpetrators found in the scientific literature. Again, we are looking at a low credibility score. Now, IPV, just so you know, is intimate partner violence. I know this is going to get demonetized by the content alone. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and leave me a comment down below, even if it's just a sentence to say hi. It usually helps with the algorithm. So let's look at the be safer part of this. So 1, serious physical violence, not present. I mean, I don't even have to tell you, it is on here as saying not present. There is no evidence of serious physical violence. None whatsoever. 2, serious violent threats, ideation intent. Now, this one is one that kind of, it's right down the middle. There is, during the 3-year relationship, Mr. Depp proclaimed once in a text message that he would seriously hurt. We went over these text messages probably a year ago at least. However, the message has never been sent, nor seen by her, besides obviously in court and in the media. So partially present at a low level. We've got partially present. Escalation, number 3, of violence or threats. Beyond statements, there is no indication. Again, we're talking about not present. Number 4, violation of civil or criminal court. No records, not present. We can knock these out very quickly. Negative attitude about spousal assault. Not present. Other serious criminality. Not present. Relationship problems. Not present. Employment or financial problems. Not present. Like how many times do you have to keep going? Oh, so the only thing you actually can get on this is substance abuse, which he admitted. And that's pretty smart. Why not admit and be completely an open book? Because you find then in situations like using a risk assessment tool that he only told the truth and nothing is present. So alcohol and drug abuse is confirmed by the report and he actually admitted it. But besides AH statement, there is no witness or record to his violent behavior while under the influence. So it is present, but it's complicated, right? It's ambiguous. So mental disorder. Oh, Mr. Depp has no history of serious mental disorder. Not present. I feel like that is probably been screamed in your ear way too many times, right? So factor 6 now. Psychological status of the alleged victim in favor of low credibility. Beyond anxiety related to uncertain status of the relationship. There are no psychological indicators that Ms. Heard was suffering from IPV during the process of her relationship with Mr. Depp. Is everybody shocked? Oh, wait, we all knew all of this? Yeah, we pretty much did. But what's great about this, it is now in an assessment tool. It is now in the 6-factor test with the entire thing being in JD's favor, the entire thing. And when they go about doing a little bit deeper of a dive, if that's what they intend on doing with the Sarah testing, I have no doubts that it will be exactly the same. It's not going to suddenly flip. She is screwed. Like, I don't like doing absolute. So remember, this is going to be a lot different than the UK trial. But with the UK trial, I was very open and honest in saying he's going to lose. I hate to break it to you, but he's going to lose. I don't feel that way this time. This one is it's a lot better done. Everything involved is a lot more substantiated. There's a lot more new evidence. There's a lot more new documentation. And I think this has a really good chance going forward. So let me know what you guys think of this Be Safer risk assessment tool. If you, see this as a huge win like I do, or if it, isn't something you're interested in. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.